Welcome back to Under at the News. Today we talk about the 3 years roadmap for the Montreal Canadiens under the general manager Kent Hughes. And then the Montreal Canadiens fans, obviously you need to be a little bit more patient to see the Montreal Canadiens to become NHL team playoff. Here, my 3 years roadmap for the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, the Montreal Canadiens during the season, summertime 2025, they have during the upcoming season different players on the final year contract. I'm talking about Savard, Devorak, Armia, Evan, Pesera. Also, Petrie and Allen, they know the Montreal keep some kind of money for them for the final year contract with their team. And that will give the Montreal again to open up $18 million for upcoming summertime 2025 for the Montreal again. But they have to pay different players like Jordan Harris, Caden Coley, Caden Primo, and Jaden Strobel. At the end of the day, Montreal Canadiens could have less money to spend, but I feel Montreal could looking for additional UFA players if they're looking to add one inside of their team. Now, on the season 2026 summertime, Montreal Canadiens have more money because this is the final year of Carey Price and Mike Madison that open up at $15 million. But the RFA guys, they have to spend a ton of money on Lane Hudson, Kirby Dad, Joshua Roy, and Logan Mailloux. The money they have now to spend at $15 million could be very equal at what they can do because they have to pay those fun players on the RFA. And so the season, summertime 2027, Montreal Canadiens are going to finally liquid the final year contract of Gallagher and Anderson to open up $13 million. But the RFA, they have to spend money on Alex Newhook, Oliver Kapanen, David Rebacker, Owen Beck, and it will be the second contract of Evan Demidov with the Montreal Canadiens after he signed his entry-level contract during the season 2024. If you put this all together, guys, the money on that year, it will be really difficult for Montreal to add a UFA because that money they will have to spend on the different RFA. Take a note, every year during the summertime, the NHL are going to increasing the salary cap of a national $3 to $5 million. That will helping maybe the Montreal Canadiens to have a better leverage to sign a UFA. If you look about what I said to you, Montreal Canadiens and the 2025 summertime, they have $23 million on their wallet, but they have to spend a minimum of $10 million to pay the RFA. That gave them a $13 million. That could be the year Montreal Canadiens could sign 1 or 2 UFA players. On the season, summertime 2026, they have $18 million, but they have to spend approximately $20 million if my number are right for the contract RFA. That give them and the own $2 million is worse in 2027 because they get $16 million and they have to spend $22 million. Put this together, that put them and the own $6 million. Little bit more difficult for the Montreal Canadiens, but they will have more prospect from the pipeline and the roster of Montreal Canadiens. Now, what it looked like the roster for the season 2025-2026. Caulfield, Slafkovsky, Doc, Suzuki, Demitov, Roy, Newhook, Beck as a forward, and I expect Hudson, Mailloux, Rebacker, and Jacky and the roster of 2025-2026 for the Montreal Canadiens, and the total of those prospects is at 12. Yes, you could add front player, maybe like another Jacky or maybe another Kapanen, or it could be a Strobel. But I'll just give you what I'm thinking, what it looked like the roster for Montreal Canadiens at 2025-2026. And then on the 26-27, Montreal going to add now Michael Edge and Oliver Kapanen as the roster for the forward. And no change on the defenseman, but they're going to add, I believe, the goaltender Jacob Fowler for a total for 15 prospects during the year of the season 2026-2027. Finally, on the season 2027 and 2028, that give them 3 years for my roadmap. I believe Montreal Canadiens are going to add now the first round pick of the 2025 NHL draft, and the defensemen are going to be the same, and the goaltender. That give them now a total of 16 prospects for the Montreal Canadiens. And now, of course, you have maybe it's fun player like Florent Jacky, Engstrom, defenseman, or Strobel is going to be still with the team. So you can add maybe 1 or 2 prospects, but if they don't make any trade and they're really focusing to develop those players with the progression to see with Montreal Canadiens, this is what they look like for the next 3 years for the roster for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, let's move on for what I'm thinking for what it could happen for the Montreal Canadiens and the next 3 seasons, a little bit deeper. And the next 3 seasons, guys, during summer 2024, right now where we are, don't be surprised Montreal could add one specific player by trade or by UFA for a final year contract. It could become a 2 years contract if they're targeting, example, like Patrick Laney. But again, this is an extreme for me. But that will my expectation for the Montreal Canadiens or absolutely nothing else. Now, during summer 2025, this is the year I believe Montreal Canadiens are going to add a specific player with a long term between 6 to 7 years with the Montreal Canadiens to add more power on the offensive side, top 6 for the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, during summer 2026, the Montreal Canadiens, not be surprised to sign 2 UFA at the middle term to join the Montreal Canadiens. It could be a bottom 6 example, or veteran defenseman with the Montreal Canadiens, or a veteran goaltender to be the backup of Fuller. And at the end of the day, why not about 2027, coach? Because they don't have no money. They have to spend the money on the RFA they're going to have during that summertime. On the roster season 2025-2026, Montreal Canadiens are going to fight for a playoff spot. Montreal Canadiens during season 2026-2027 should be in the playoff, and during season 2027-2028, my expectation, guys, is higher. It's a top 10 NHL team because the prim players like Zuski, example, and others are going to be between 26 to 28 years old. And then the youngest players I'm talking about earlier, like Dimitrov and the rest, like Michael Edge possible, and Joshua Watt are going to have a minimum at 3 to 4 years in NHL. If you put this all together with Jacob Fuller between the pipe, I feel like Montreal Canadiens are going to be a powerhouse team during the season 2027-2028. And all of you are going to ask me, Coach, what do you think about the season 2024-2025, guys? A bottom 10 in NHL, 84 points. That's my projection. If they don't have not many change on the roster they have right now. But this is my expectation for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. And that's conclude, guys, on this episode of the Updated News. My 3 years roadmap for the general manager Kent Hughes. And I ask all you guys, Montreal Canadiens fans, to be more patient, at least 1 or 2 more years, to let the Montreal Canadiens to develop and progress their player properly the right way. And I feel at the long term that would be a great thing for the Montreal Canadiens to become a successful team in NHL. That's all, guys. I ask you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. We are approximately 15 subscribers to reach a total of 8,000. So thanks so much for each one of you. And don't forget, every day we deliver new video about the Montreal Canadiens. And tomorrow, guys, I'm talking about Michael Edge, the 21st overall pick for the Montreal Canadiens on the NHL Draft 2024. And until the next time, remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.